We are live. I'm Anaris12, and joining me is actually Nidah. He's a player that we've had on the stream quite a bit. How's it going, Nidah?
Oh, it's going good.
Am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking to see some good action from both teams.
Yeah. I actually have it on full camera right now, so that people looking at the stream can't see the ghosted pics.
Yeah.
So, it's a little idea that Kittens had the other day.
I don't know. I don't know of too many people that are just gonna alt tab between Han and the stream too often.
That's what I was thinking. It's especially,
that's a little bit too much micro.
Yeah, just like in the hero picking phase. Oh, I have to ninja their heroes. They're gonna be so pissed. Yeah, I don't think it would happen, but just in case. All right, now I'm actually going to the game screen. So we're gonna. Ooh. Gonna see Empath. I love seeing Empath. She's my favorite hero. What about you? Who's your favorite hero?
I don't necessarily have a favorite. I probably have like a top 5, but I'd probably say like one of my most played is probably Raw. I like Raw.
Oh, I can't believe you just said Raw.
I can't lie.
He's so overpowered.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I like him.
Alright, tell me about one of the teams. Which one you want to talk about, Hellborn or Legion?
I will talk about Legion, I guess.
Alright.
Legion has got Tree, Panda, Lego, Glacius, and Polly. They have quite a bit of stuns, quite a bit of disables. They don't really have a super hard carry besides maybe Tree and Panda. So a lot of it's going to depend on them getting off good ults and pushing lanes a little early. They do have some good push potential with the Tree and Polly.
Oh, for sure. And Legionnaire's pretty good at pushing as well. Yeah, I actually know Keeper pretty well. He's not going to go that semi-carry build. He goes like hardcore push build.
Yeah.
But I will talk about the Hellborn since you covered the Legion. As I said, I love seeing Empath. I think she's a really good support hero, especially with a hero like Scout on your team. Any hero that has some kind of proc effect built in, having Empath just makes that incredible. Really good. Hey, Kittens is back. How's it going?
Great. I ate a Mexican tin.
Where'd you go?
Mexico.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to cash this game? I'm in the chat with Nidah right now. Yeah. I guess Kittens wants to take over for me, so yeah, you're gonna be talking to him.
All right. Sounds good.
Home and babysit.
What's just going on, guys? I stole the stream. Yeah, I do what I do. What's going on, Nidah?
Oh, nothing too much.
Chilling out.
Glad to cast.
Dude, no. I am a thief. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to steal your Anaris away from you. Oh, he's about to eat, so it's actually perfect. I'm sure he's gonna go make some delicious ramen. His mommy's making him food. Sorry, guys. But what have we gone over so far, Nidah?
We went over the Legion team. We still haven't really gone over the Hellborn team.
Well, you want to go over Hellborn for me then?
All right. I mean, Hellborn, they've got the double invis, and they've got some pretty hard carries. They've got, you know, a good stunner with Midas, but I don't really see a whole lot of synergy with their team as far as getting in good team fights. So I think a lot of what they're going to have to depend on is getting early ganks and keeping out of team fights and keeping everything separated.
Yeah, if they go late game, my god, with an Empath like Scout, Empath, Valkyrie, kind of like anything with Empath on top of them, they're going to do a ton of damage. Yeah, you liked your Empath build. It's a good build. I mean, it makes sense. But no, I agree. And they do have a decent amount of gank with the Fade. So as long as Fade plays pretty active this game, I think they'll be okay. And Midas, of course, the double stun.
So what do you think about these lane choices that they've got here?
Pandemonium versus Valkyrie middle is really interesting, but I think Valkyrie has a huge advantage because he can just leap away from basically anything. Like, he sees Panda going to Cannonball, he can just leap. So, and bottom, it's a solo. Wait, it's not a solo. Whoa, it is a solo. Solo Legionnaire with 2 shields. That's weird. I don't really understand the logic behind that when they could just put him in the enemy jungle.
They had the double jungle, and like you said, they could have put him in the enemy jungle. And like you were saying before about the Panda and Valk mid matchup, I really think Polly should have gone ahead and taken it. That way he can get the early level 6.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like Panda's doing too much here.
Yeah, he gets hit by an arrow, he's gonna die, right? A call of Valkyrie, he's just gotta be super careful. But yeah, the early 6 for the pushing potential in Poly would have been really nice to see, but I mean, yeah, Twisty Juker's a capable mid player, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think if Hellborn, they do kind of play this gank heavy role and let Scout free farm, I think they'll be a-okay. Hopefully. I haven't seen a Scout do good on stream yet, honestly, but that's okay. Now, you think Poly's going to play that pure support that I'm assuming he's going to play this game?
I'm actually hoping he doesn't. I feel like Glacius should just kind of play the support role. And he needs to go just like a little bit, kind of like a semi-carry role. Because, I mean, they definitely need some damage output. I mean, they've got the good, I mean, they've got a lot of AoE
yeah.
Damage, but they don't really have any single target. Besides the Pandemonium.
Yeah, no, I agree. They do have really good push though with Keeper and Poly. Poly hit an early level 6, but he won't be. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works for him. I think he. Oh, actually, it's my friend playing Keeper, so I have some faith in him. I didn't realize he actually lives like right down the street. Didn't even realize it was him. But he actually built a really push heavy Keeper of the Forest, which personally I feel is the only way to play Keeper. I've seen carry keepers, but I'm not a big fan. Actually, Pandemonium with an invis on middle, I probably gave that away. My bad. Actually, nah, he got out of it. So, I mean, do you like
really
Panda solo mid
terribly
at all?
much action.
What
were you saying?
Do you even like Panda solo mid, like in any occasion?
I mean, I can play him pretty well. I don't see. I mean, it really depends on your matchup. Like, I don't see it working out too well for him with someone that's got a leap.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he goes in there and he gets a couple of kicks off, and then he ults, and then he finishes the rest of the kicks.
Actually, that might be
looks like he's gonna go down.
Ball, though. No, he has bottle sips and the good. Oh wow, I can't believe his auto attack went through that. Yeah, I'm surprised he actually fell there though. The wall was pretty bad, but I mean. Yeah, I guess against maybe a melee hero wouldn't be bad, but Panda versus any range hero, I just can't see him doing well, personally.
Well, the range hero really has to harass. If the range hero is too concentrated on getting creep kills and denies, then you know, he has a chance. But if it looks like, you know, Valk's doing a really good job of keeping him low life and preventing him from doing anything he wants to do.
Yeah, if he has no HP, obviously he's not gonna man up and go attack you. That just wouldn't be intelligent. Actually, it looks like Valkyrie might leave the mid lane. Oh man, I keep saying stuff and they're not acting upon it. Actually, does throw the arrow. Is gonna hit the archer. Oh my god, the archer ate that one for Poly. As you see Twisted Juker writing something in chat, and Poly realized he barely got away from that. But I mean, I think right now, if like Fade and Midas initiate on this Legionnaire, like I think they'll do a lot of damage. I mean, you got double stun. I don't know. See, I'm so confused on a solo Legionnaire. What is that even accomplishing? It's getting him levels, but he needs farm.
Well, I mean, like you say, he's really hard for him to gank early. And it looks like that at least somebody's going to go down here.
Someone gets Bloodlust here. And actually, Fate looks like he's going to get away as well. I think they're both going to get away. Really surprising, actually. The tree minions are actually chasing Fate around, but actually middle, Valkyrie and Pandemonium hitting each other on the way to the ruin. Does Valkyrie have a leap up? She does have a leap up. She's probably just going to leap on top of it. She is going to get flicked. Oh my god, Pandemonium. Why didn't you just leap, bro? Panda is going to steal the regen rune, though. And now he leaps. Interesting play. I think maybe he thought if he leapt, he'll just get flicked. So, I don't really know. But no Bloodlust yet. Really.
Oh, no, there was a Bloodlust on Panda in mid.
Oh, Panda went... Oh, he died in middle. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. The haste empath. God, what am I saying? Actually, Glacius and Midas having a good one-on-one fight right there. And Glacius doing a ton of damage.
Yeah, it looks like the Legion team's doing a little bit of roaming, trying to split up the XP a little bit.
They need
Which
to, for sure.
I don't think that's a bad idea, but you definitely have to get the kills whenever you do start to roam. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting
Yeah,
time.
no, I agree 100%. I think once Polly hits 6, he needs to either TP bottom, and Keeper and him just need to go push that bottom lane or something of that sort. Because they do really have good push potential, and that'll make force people to TP over and let some free farm go for the rest of their team. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I think Poly mid would have been a lot stronger this game, but their lanes were so weird. I think, honestly... Oh, actually, 5-second arrow. Polywog Priest decides to run into it last second, and he is going to fall to the Scout ultimate? Wow, okay.
I wouldn't have wasted the ultimate there if I was Scout. I would have just made sure I got the last hit, because, you know, he could have just died without that ult going off.
No, yeah, I agree. It was, like, right next to him. It wasn't really, like, efficient, I guess, the best way of putting it. But I'm going to look at some of the GPM now. GPM, what do we got here? We have 252 on Keeper of the Forest. No surprise, he farms really well. Actually, Pandemonium taking a lot of action middle. Flicks Valkyrie, gonna jump over the arrow. Very weird. And I think Pandemonium is going to end up falling here to Scout. But you look at a Scout at 244 GPM doing really well, relying on kills to do it. But, I mean, he's doing...
Well, he was going up against the Poly solo there for a minute, which kind of gave him free reign over the creeps.
Yeah. No, whenever someone leaves the lane. Who was laning with Poly? Sorry, Glacius?
Glacius, yes.
Yeah. Oh man, someone does fall bottom. I think Fade fell to the Keeper of the Force ultimate. Yeah, P did.
Fade is actually at a really low GPM right now, so...
Ooh, wow, 73. He's even lower than Glacius. Yeah, that's never a good thing. You don't want to be lower than Glacius. It looks like Legionnaire is going to go for that Helm of the Black Legion. He's going to start creep skipping a little bit, just get a little bit of farm. I don't really blame him. And they might actually push this lane with Keeper of the Forest down here, so they're really using their push potential. Poly's still not 6 yet, though.
I don't know. Sometimes I would rather push the lane top than the lane bottom at first, though. Just for the simple ganking reasons. It's a little easier to gank. 5-second
really
arrow,
yeah.
there you go.
I actually agree with you, because that is your short lane. Actually, Valkyrie going to leap in with the DD, doing a lot of damage. Going to land a call of Valkyrie on Glacius, getting a double tap, and Keeper of the Forest is going to go invis. No, I agree, because, I mean, your bottom lane for Legion is their short lane pull lane, so... I mean, you always want to keep that back as far as you can on your side to let your carry farm, so... No, I agree. Possibly going top would have been a lot more efficient, but... Also going top, you're also killing the top tower for the Hellborn, and Scout could free farm that lane, so... I don't know. Any good carry player will just deny the lane back and not, like, just farm it for the rest of the game, so it could go either way, I guess. Looking at... Well, what is it? Tab? There we go. 2,000 gold lead for Hellborn, and actually, I'm going to miss an arrow. The arrow was missed by Valkyrie. Empath is like kind of diving tower. You're pretty crazy, dude. And actually, Empath not getting any levels in the synergy. Pretty interesting. And it looks like Fade taking a lot of damage. Here comes Legionnaire. Legionnaire taking a lot of damage from the Midas. Actually going to charge and finish off Fade. Here comes Polywog the Priest, doing a lot of damage. Going to leap away. Oh, great Keeper ultimate. Actually catching Valkyrie. They didn't realize they caught Valkyrie, though, because of the Fade. But Pandemonium's going to run in. Will Panda find Velk? Velk's going to go juke. Panda going to find Velk, it looks like. Or, what?
Or
he's
what?
Gonna, yeah, he's like, I don't want to TP. No, bad. Oh my god, Valkyrie just juking for days. Twisty juker.
And Glacius stunned Panda. I don't know what that was quite about, but
Interesting. Maybe Glacius wanted the kill. English, please back before you speak. Oh. Yeah, no, that was an interesting scenario. Bottom right there, Valkyrie couldn't. I don't think they had any idea Valkyrie was still there.
yeah, I mean Panda was going ahead and porting. It looked like he was probably going to port top to counter the Scout solo farming.
Yeah, which actually Scout is at 274 GPM now. He has a ton of creep kills, 45 creep kills in 11 minutes. Definitely the most in the game, other than Keeper of the Forest, who jungles, so it makes a lot of sense. Do you like seeing the carry keeper? Or you like seeing the push keeper?
Preferably the push keeper, because I I mean, once you start losing your second tier towers to a keeper that's just, you know, by himself in a lane, that's whenever things really start to get crazy.
Actually, middle. Polly did get hit by a 5-second arrow, but Pandemonium's here to lock down Valkyrie, and Valkyrie's probably gonna fall right here. And yes, and he does. Yeah, I don't like to carry keeper personally. I love seeing him with the Ring of Sorcery and the bulwark like he's doing right now. It's very effective, early game especially. Possibly Abyssal Skull, whatever you really like for pushing on keeper. It looks like we actually might have a scout that carries the game in this game. He is sitting at a decent GPM most of the game, which is pretty surprising. I don't see a lot of good scouts. It's just the hero. I mean, the hero sounds.
Well, I mean,
easy.
it's gonna be really easy for him to get caught in a tree ult.
Yeah.
And a good ult by Glacius and tree there combined.
Yeah, if he builds it early Shrunken though, he can just wait for the ultimate and then Shrunken out of it. So, I mean, I'm assuming he's gonna go that Rune Axe.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes sense.
Which I personally, I'm not a big fan of Rune Dax on Scout. Like, I would prefer getting something a little more carry heavy rather than farm heavy. Like, I feel like he's a much better ganker in mid game whenever people are still trying to farm.
Right, like, oh, actually, they used the Dust on Scout. They have vision. Gonna land a cannonball. Probably gonna be an easy kill. Here comes Midas, turning Legionnaire into gold. The tower is not focusing Legionnaire. There we go.
Stun on Panda.
Oh, wow. Great stun. Empath on top of Valkyrie as well, so he's doing a lot of damage. Yeah, there's double tap. You like seeing him as a mid-game hero, though. That's really interesting. Like, a ganky kind of using his invis early and making effective kind of hero.
Mm-hmm. I don't like waiting until 45 minutes and then trying to do something. I like making sure I get plenty of kills early on in the game and use that use his snipe skill for whenever it's, you know, people still have low HP pools.
Well, that does make a little bit of sense. But I mean, once you get that Rune Axe, you do hit really hard. Like, you do a lot of early. I mean, it's not early. It matters how fast you farm it, obviously. But I guess it could be used offensively. It is mostly a farming item, but I can understand what you're saying. You like building like an early shield breaker, or like a frostburn, or what?
Yeah, early shield breaker or early savage mace, something that's gonna keep him, you know, kind of locked down.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, big tussle and a lot of. Actually, here's the dust from Pandemonium, flicking Empath, finding Fade. Fade only gets one stun for his. One auto attack from his ultimate, missing the stun on the Keeper of the Forest. Keeper of the Forest, does he have an ult up? No, he doesn't. 5 seconds till his ult is up. Bad initiation. They should have waited for the Keeper ult for sure. And actually, Scout's gonna chase around Polly, but he's gonna turn around. Yeah, if they probably would have waited for Keeper, that could have been a lot closer fight. But Panda just got a little antsy, I guess. Now, Pandemonium.
Yeah, I'd really like to see I'd really like to see the Scout use his eye to counter that tree invis.
Yeah, no, that's something that's really underrated. Like, I mean, the Scout eye does see invis, so if he started using that for that, Keeper really would be countered a lot this game. Like, just in that scenario alone, wow, an arrow hit on the Polywog Priest. He is gonna get sniped by the Scout. Will it be a kill though? Legionnaire here is to save the day. Actually, Mike's gonna get the last. Oh my God! Bottle Sips from Polywog Priest, keeping him alive with the power supply, and he's probably gonna turn around on Midas. He's gonna tongue tie him and gonna get the kill. He went from almost dying to he let go early to try to kill steal, and that. I mean, we do have a charge on Legionnaire in 3 seconds.
He's not.
And he is gonna get the charge.
Just
And he had
upside
vision.
on him.
He goes through the wall, I want to say. That was.
It looked like it.
Yeah, that was interesting. But Pandemonium, do you like building him a defensive or an offensive kind of hero? Because I know there's a lot of different ways of building that hero.
And Panda in this game, he definitely needs to go an offensive build. They don't really have a hard carry, and since Tree's definitely going the push build, that they need someone to kind of support him late game if it comes down to it.
Yeah.
So I think that's something he's going to need to look at doing. How he chooses to do it with what items is going to be up to him.
Yeah, very interesting, because I mean, you already see a bulwark picked up on Keeper, so, and I would assume that'd be a common item on Panda for a carry-ish kind of build, but he is pretty under-farmed, so it's going to be interesting. Because I don't think he can out-carry a Scout. There's no way, I don't think at all, unless you hold him down. Actually, the arrow going to hit the, oh my God, the Archer instead of Polywog Priest, barely. And actually, Empath jumps on Valkyrie. Valkyrie's ready to fight. He gets flicked up. And wow, a lot of damage on the Valkyrie. Actually, the Pandemonium Cannonball is going to miss, but here's the Keeper Force Ultimate doing a lot of damage. There goes Empath. And there goes Midas. Midas is going to blink away.
I think that Empath kind of fouled up there with him buying an eye.
Oh, wow.
Because now the Legion has that, and with 2 Invis heroes, you never want to give them the opportunity to buy an eye. Like, you don't want to buy an eye on a team that has 2 Invis heroes, because the chances of you dying and giving it to the other team just saves them that 700 gold of having to buy it themselves.
Yeah, because that would be an item I could see Legion actually picking up for the other team. So yeah, that's huge actually. I didn't even realize she had an eye against this team. Who picked it up?
Glacius picked it up.
Oh, he did. Where'd it go?
And then he gave it to somebody. I don't know who he gave it to. Or if he broke it or what he did.
Oh, there it is. It's on Glacius again. He put on Courier for a second.
Okay.
That's really interesting. I mean, that actually might throw game, honestly. That's a big deal, giving the enemy team an eye when you have 2 Invis, and the only Invis was Keeper of the Force, which you could actually see with Scout eyes.
Yeah.
That's just not using your noggin. Could have bought more wards with that. But too late now, so I like the warding on this Legion team playing super aggressive with it as well, giving him a little bit of an advantage that way. Allowing him to roam the jungle and know where people are is really huge with the kind of lineup they have. Actually, Valkyrie doing a lot of auto attack damage. She doesn't have a Firebrand picked up yet. She actually went Phase Boots. Oh my goodness. Oh no, and Polly actually gets away. I'm pretty shocked.
Well, she went Phase Boots, but she also stacked Agility the whole way through.
Yeah, so she's doing a good amount of damage and hitting pretty quick. I don't know though. I don't like Phase Boots on Valkyrie. Never have. Never understood it, I guess. I don't know.
Phase Boots, like, if you have Steam Boots, like, you definitely do notice that you move slower, and there are times whenever, you know, you wish you had the Phase Boots to get away. But if you have a leap or a getaway, it's definitely always nice to have. But I mean, the damage that comes with it's nice. I mean, you do lose out on the attack speed.
The thing is, I think about it is you notice, okay, in Phase Boots you notice the difference. In Steam Boots you don't notice it, but it's a huge difference in HP and being able to switch and all of those kind of nifty things you can do, I guess. Like being able to switch from strength to agility and like sipping your bottle with agility on and actually giving yourself more mana and HP, and using int for like, what is it? Int makes you use less mana technically when you use abilities.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the thing about the Steam Boots is that you're buying it for the strength, like,
yeah,
just automatically. And so if you are switching it, you definitely have to make sure you switch it back before every team fight, because of the fact that, you know, that's the whole reason you bought it, was for the extra life.
Yeah, and like you said, the Phase Boots are a really big noticeable difference because obviously you can run faster. But I like the little unnoticed, like the things that people don't notice. You know, it's just, it makes the game.
The thing with the Phase Boots is just the unit walking. Like, that's the major thing for me, is just being able to juke through other enemy heroes if you have to, you know, go in the opposite direction against them, and just not getting really blocked like that.
Yeah, the unit walking is the big thing. I agree 100% with that. That's why a lot of people actually pick it up on Wild Soul's Bear, because he can chase people around. Actually, Legionnaire thinking about charging in, but decided not to. Probably a good idea. A lot of people there. Now, Keeper of the Force is looking like he's going straight Behemoth Heart. I mean, he's gonna be hard as hell to kill, but I don't know. I would like to see maybe like more pushy items, possibly like an Abyssal Skull, Astral Lay, but I mean, Abyssal Skull will be nice from the live-through fights, I guess. I don't really know.
I feel like that, you know, maybe hard is something that you should have gotten, like, tried to start getting at maybe like the 30 minutes. I think there's never anything wrong with an early heart, but whenever you already have a Lego on your team that's supposed to be performing the tank role,
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't consider Panda being a tank this game.
No.
I would consider him trying to be more, you know, the offensive. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with the tree and the team fights that happen.
I mean, yeah, they're still playing they're playing really good now and really aggressively and pushing like I would hope they would do with their lineup. So, I mean, it's working out for him, his item choices so far. So, I mean, I guess there's no complaints here, from me at least. Actually, Scout, you gotta be careful, bro. You know they have an eye now somewhere. Where is it, actually?
It's on a tree.
It's on a tree. Okay, actually, 4-second arrow hit on the Legionnaire. There, you're gonna stun combo him. And here comes a really good Keeper of the Forest Hall. Actually, wow. My god, Legion's doing a ton of damage. Pandemonium actually doing a lot of damage. Valkyrie barely leaping away from the Pandemonium ultimate. And they're gonna get the kill on Midas. Legionnaire's barely not gonna get away. Valkyrie doing too much damage with the Empath on him, but you need to get out, and you have no leap, bro. And here comes the Pandemonium ultimate, and that's gonna be a kill. And Empath's like,
Follow him.
yeah, that's a.
And then
That's not a genocide. Where'd
unnoticed-
Scout go?
Scout ran away. Tree was chasing him down, and Scout barely ran away. Polly was not in that fight at all. He is actually up top, trying to push the second tier tower at top.
And that they could win that fight without a Polywog Priest is pretty huge.
Yeah, they definitely have a big advantage in the gold and XP right now at this moment.
Yeah. Yeah, you look at the bar up there. It's 11,000 gold and XP advantage. That's a lot. And a lot of that's coming from, you know, pushing though as well. I mean, they do have, look, they even have that tower. They might get racks here. I'd be really surprised if Hellborn lets them get racks though. Actually, it looks like Pandemonium trying to initiate on a Fade, but just barely missing the cannonball, so.
I think that last team fight, their Midas just he used the skills a little bit too early and didn't really stun anyone.
Yeah, if he would have
So his
probably
stuff was
used
on
them
cooldown.
while being ulted by Keeper and just holding down some people, he probably not turned around the fight, but it would have been a lot more useful, I guess. Actually, he is initiating on Pandemonium. Pandemonium probably will kill him. Holy crap.
Yeah, Panda does a lot of damage with his flicks.
Yeah, that is... Oh my god. And here comes Keeper of the Forest, flanking Fade. Pandemonium trying to juke. He's gonna be able to... He didn't stun. Ugh. He wanted to get that auto attack proc off, which I understand, but...
And actually, Panda didn't actually teleport to the pool. It was really close. He had to start sipping his bottle as soon as he got into the pool.
Oh man. Yeah, I've had that happen where I've been poison sprayed by Slither and I teleported the hut in front of the pool. And then I realized I can just double activate it and then I go straight to the pool, but that's when I wasn't very good. But I'm gonna look at some... Wow, look at the building damage on Keeper of the Forest. Holy crap. He has done 60% of the building damage for his team. My god, which makes sense though. Every time I see him play Keeper, which is probably his most played hero by a lot, he does have a ton of building damage, so... I like seeing it though. No one ever stops him, which really boggles me. It's like, put a ward or two in the jungle and go gank Keeper of the Forest. Just because
Yeah,
he's an inhibitor.
you definitely have to do it. You definitely have to do it early. That's the main factor with it. Like you definitely have to do it pre-level 6, 7, whenever he's still out there trying to grind out his first few items. Because you try and do it whenever he's 13, 14, it's just not gonna happen.
No, you're not gonna kill him, especially the way he's building with Behemoth's Heart. You're not gonna kill the guy. So, I'm really interested in who's gonna get a portal key for this team, though. I mean, I would assume Legionnaire, but I'd also wouldn't mind seeing one on Keeper of the Forest, because I mean, they already tried to counter him once, and they're gonna try again, eventually. So
This Lego looks like he's going souls, I guess, for the defense.
did you see Abyssal Skull picked up on Glacius just for the pushing and the aura?
I do like to see that sometimes with the supports. I don't think it's a very, it's definitely a self-sacrificing item. Like,
Yeah.
it's definitely a team move. And if you feel like you have the team that's going to do it without your help, then definitely, you know, more power to you.
Yeah. I've seen it on Andromeda and stuff because she does give a base aura damage buff already, and then with the Abyssal Skull she actually gives a ton. So I've seen it before. Not really in Glacius. I don't really think Glacius ever should have the farm to go in my opinion. Actually, Keeper of the Forest going to go Invis. Legionnaire taunting in on the Fade. Fade taking a lot of damage. Going to get decapitated. And Hellborn better run, because there's a Keeper All, and there's the Keeper All. Empath has no one to jump into. Taking a lot of damage. Easy kill. Someone else fell as well. I think Scout fell as well. And that's going to be some rags. I wouldn't be surprised to see if that was the GG, actually.
Yeah, that should more than likely be the GG. I don't see anyone on their team being able to turn this around.
I mean, Valkyrie did have a really good early game, but Like I said, just I guess too much push through Keeper, and Keeper playing really active and not getting ganked honestly won this game in my opinion for Legion. I don't know if you agree, but
I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I think a lot of this game was lost at the hero select screen. Like,
yeah, I would agree.
there's just not much you can do whenever you have the team built, a team build the way you have it built. I mean, you just have to definitely win every lane if you want to win with the team build that they have.
No, I agree 100%. I think possibly Fade going mid would have been better for them. I understand Valkyrie can, you know, harass the hell out of Pandemonium, but then you have another range in the lane, which makes things a lot easier. Like a Midas Valkyrie lane, I could see doing really well instead of a wow. Polywog Priest is dropping really fast, but this game's over. I don't. Oh my God, is he gonna live? No, he's not. This game's basically over. I'm not too worried about all the action anymore. But I mean, I like to analyze what went wrong because that's the best way to learn. You know, actually seeing what happened that game and what did I do wrong and how can I improve. So like, what do you said picking? I mean, is there anything else?
Yeah, I mean, like, and I agree with what you said about the Fade. Definitely should have gone mid. He's one of those heroes that is definitely mid dependent, and if he's not gonna go mid, they need someone a little stronger than Valkyrie being mid, like a Deadwood or a Dev or someone that
Yes,
you know.
someone,
just
especially
also
if you
has
see another melee hero mid. I mean, I think you know, I actually really personally, when I see like a Deadwood or something on a team, I love picking them at a Shaman middle. It makes so much sense to me. He goes up for a last hit and you nuke the hell out of him. He comes to punch you, you put a cape on yourself. I love that hero middle, but he's very underrated, and I think he's kind of one of those semi-carry support heroes that can actually carry to some extent.
I definitely like carrying with Diminished Shaman. I think he definitely hits very hard. I think his intelligence scale is really high, even for the early game. So his base damage is really good early.
And he has a
game.
really good animation as well. He's really easy to action cancel with. The thing with DS though, he also has that farming ability as well. He can really farm waves and push like a boss. He's one of the more underrated pushers.
Thank you.
But yeah, this game's looking like it's going to be over pretty soon. Legion eventually will take the top racks, and that will be Mega Creeps. And wow, you are getting ward trapped, Valkyrie. And nothing you can do about that with a Pandemonium cannonballing on top of you. Oh, they have a sheep.
Champion of New Earth.
Champion of New Earth. Will we see an Immortal? Will they concede? I mean, we don't see a lot of Immortals, and I would like to see it. Normally the games don't go long enough, honestly. Where the metagame is right now and how hard it is about pushing, the games don't go long enough for Immortals and stuff, so...
It can if you have one player on a team doing exceptionally well and the other players on the team doing not so good.
Yeah, I agree. Like if one guy's just carrying your team on their back and the other team knows that, well, this guy's just carrying, I can definitely do. Oh, you did that. My bad. Sorry. I was wondering what Neris was doing. He was pressing keys and stuff, confusing me. Yeah. Oh, Fade's name. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like Legion is going to take this top racks and actually going to go initiate a team fight. I don't feel like telling you guys what's going on. You know what the hell's going on. They're dying.
Yeah.
But that should be the game right there. Actually, that will be a genocide, and I would not be... No Immortal, though. Bloodbath. 13... I think he's 13 kills in a row. Good game, guys. A lot of fun. Legion really well played. Hellborn had an early advantage. I think we talked about a little bit the laning phase going a little wrong for them. But my name's Kins. Joining me was Nidah. Nidah, how'd you like the game, bro?
I enjoyed it. I think it was a good game.
I agree 100%. It was very interesting. I like seeing a lot of action that early. So, my name is Kins for Choose Wisely Gaming. We will be back. Maybe Anaris, maybe me. Who knows, honestly.